Good evening, everyone. My name is Martinez. Today, I'm going to talk about the recent hantavirus outbreaks that have been getting a lot of attention around the world, especially the outbreak connected to the cruise ship called the MV Hondius. Even though hantavirus infections are rare, health experts are paying close attention because this disease can become very dangerous very quickly. To start off, what is hantavirus? Hantavirus is a virus that mostly spreads by rodents like mice and rats. People can get infected when they breathe in tiny particles from rodent urine, droppings, or saliva. This can happen when cleaning dusty places like garages, sheds, cabins, or old storage areas where rodents have been. In North and South America, hantavirus can cause a serious illness called hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, or HPS for short. This disease attacks the lungs and can make it very difficult to breathe. The recent outbreak worried doctors and scientists because it involved a type called the Andes virus. Most hantaviruses only spread from rodents to humans, but the Andes virus is different because in rare cases, it can spread through person, through very close contact. The outbreak started on the cruise ship MV Hondius after it traveled through parts of South America near Argentina in April 2026. Several passengers became sick during the trip, and some people sadly died. Because passengers traveled back to different countries after the cruise, health officials in places like the US and Canada started monitoring people who may have been infected or exposed. California health officials also became involved because some California residents were on the ship or may have been near infected passengers after the trip. Officials have said the risk to the public is still very low, but they are continuing to watch the situation carefully. Now let's talk about the symptoms. One scary thing about the hantavirus is that it's very easy to miss. It can feel like the flu, so many people may not realize they are seriously sick right away. Early symptoms include fever, tiredness, muscle aches, headaches, chills, nausea, and vomiting. After just a few days, symptoms can suddenly get much worse. People may start coughing, have shortness of breath, and get fluid in their lungs. At this point, breathing becomes very difficult, and many patients may need to go to the hospital or even the ICU. Another important thing to know is the incubation period. That means the time between getting infected and showing symptoms. For hantavirus, symptoms can appear anywhere from 1 to 8 weeks later. Because of this, health officials monitor exposed people for several weeks to make sure they do not get sick later on. Many people also wonder how fast hantavirus spreads. Normally, hantavirus does not spread easily between people. Most cases happen from contact with infected rodents. But because this outbreak involves the Andes virus, human to human spread is possible in rare situations. Experts say it is nowhere near as contagious as a disease like COVID-19 or the common flu. Usually, it would take very close and long contact with an infected person to become ill. Cruise ships also make outbreaks harder to control because so many people are living close together. Passengers share dining rooms, hallways, cabins, bathrooms, and other public spaces. Because of this, close contact illness can spread more easily. Now let's talk about how dangerous the hantavirus can be. Hantavirus is considered one of the deadliest respiratory viruses. The death rate for hantavirus pulmonary syndrome is usually around 30 to 40%. That means about 3 to 4 out of every 10 infected people may die from the illness. During this recent outbreak, some reports estimated the death rate was close to 38%. One reason the disease is so dangerous is because there is currently no specific cure for hantavirus. Doctors mostly try to help patients by giving oxygen, fluids, and hospital care to support the body while it fights the infection. Getting medical help early can improve someone's chances of surviving the illness. Even though this outbreak sounds scary, health organizations like the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention and World Health Organization continue to say that the overall risk to the public is extremely low. They are tracking cases carefully and monitoring people who may have been exposed. So, what can people do to protect themselves? There are several important prevention methods. Avoid contact with rodents and their droppings. Keep homes and storage spaces clean. Wear gloves and masks when cleaning rodent-infested areas. Avoid sweeping up dusty rodent droppings because that can spread particles into the air. Get medical help quickly if symptoms appear after possible exposure. In conclusion, the recent hantavirus outbreaks reminds us how quickly disease can spread around the world today. Even though hantavirus is rare, it can become very serious and even deadly. The outbreak connected to the MV Hondius cruise ship also shows why global health organizations and early detection are so important. By staying informed, practicing prevention, and getting medical care early, people can protect themselves and others. Thank you.